It was phenomenal, Bev. The Matildas came into this match needing to win to keep their hopes alive. And it was looking pretty shaky after that loss to Nigeria. But my goodness, did they bring it tonight. They performed at their absolute best, the best we've seen them so far in this tournament. 4-0 against a class side, no less. Canada are the reigning Olympic champions, but the Matildas did not even let them play. They shut them down at every opportunity, and any chance they got in front of goal practically, they scored. Hayley Raso was a standout for the Australians. She scored 2 goals. Mary Fowler, it was wonderful to see her back in the side as well after missing the loss to Nigeria with concussion. She scored, and the last one was a fantastic penalty from the captain, Steph Catley. So an amazing result all round for the Australians. Not only have they won this one to go through to the round of 16, they've also topped the group.
Yeah, which is such an amazing thing given they were neck and neck with Canada going in. Tell me, what did you notice that was different about the approach? As you say, they seem to be right on the front foot, so offensive throughout. We did have those players come back in, but they looked like a different team.
It was a completely different side to what we saw against Nigeria. The main difference was being clinical in front of goals, which is what they lacked. They created a lot of chances against the Super Falcons, but not on target, and they couldn't put any away or really test the Nigerians too much. It was completely different tonight. Every time they were in front of goal, they were getting shots on target and scoring inevitably. And as I said, they really suffocated Canada. That was the difference too. They didn't give away easy balls. They didn't make mistakes. They crushed the life out of Canada and didn't let them get any foot in this game. And they really took every opportunity that they got. Raso was one of the stars for the Matildas. Fowler as well. Her inclusion was huge, as I mentioned. Caitlin Ford was another standout. Katrina Gorry's always amazing in the midfield. Kyra Cooney-Cross had a fantastic game as well. So I would say that was another key difference. It wasn't just about one star player tonight. It was about the collective team performance out there, everyone working hard for each other and living up to their famous motto, never say die. And that is what they did tonight. They did not want to go out. They refused to believe that they could be knocked out of a home World Cup at the group stage. They said, we are here, we are going to make a statement, and we are going through to the knockout stage on top.
Which is so exciting. So talking of star players, and we know they always consider themselves a team, but the star player, we all know Amanda Kerr, was sitting along the sidelines. She was on the bench. They never needed to bring her on. Was her presence there a difference, or what do you see her role tonight?
This was the best case scenario for the Australians. They said that Kerr was available to play limited minutes tonight, but it would have been a risk. So if the result had been going in Canada's way, maybe we would have seen Kerr come on to try and change the game. But as it panned out, they didn't need her at all. So this gives her an extra full week of rest before that next round of 16 game. And that is huge because it's going to be another step up when they get to that point. And they really need Kerr at this point. Although they've proven they can do it without her, they will certainly take her presence next week in that match. So she was on there, very boisterous on the sidelines, very happy, probably the happiest we've seen her all tournament, which was really lovely to see. She is still the heartbeat of this team as the captain, but my goodness, wouldn't they love to have her out on the park next week? So fingers crossed she can recover more fully and perhaps even start that
game. This could go on now for the rest of our chat, Amanda. But look, let's look ahead. Do we know yet who we're playing? I guess there's still quite a few of those final 16 that have to be decided.
So with Australia finishing on top of Group B, that was also thanks to Nigeria and Ireland having a scoreless draw tonight, so that allowed Australia to finish on top. They will now play the second place team in Group D. That is yet to be decided. That could be England, Denmark or China. Likely, we would expect England to finish on top of that group, so Australia would avoid them, which would be good from a Matildas perspective. So it's looking like it might be Denmark or China that Australia would face next Monday night at Stadium Australia in Sydney Wongal in that knockout phase.
Well, we'll be talking to you again then. Terrific night, really thrilling, and we live to fight another day. Great to talk, Amanda.
Thanks, Bev.